Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my weird little talk videos. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so figured it was a good time as I need to get back to it. And this week, well, I actually wanted to talk about a few things, but first, yes, I'm doing fine. I just ended up keeping one of the streams I had planned because I felt like it would be better to just take a little break that day. You know, stuff happens. You don't feel good every day. That sort of stuff. And second, well, I just haven't been really getting much sleep. At least not as much as I would like to. And that's okay, I guess. I just hoping and talk a little about the changes I've been doing to the stream and all that. You know, I actually feel like I've got a pretty nice system coming up for like streams and how everything's gonna work, and I'm pretty satisfied with it, not gonna lie. And I feel like it's all coming together nicely. I'm pretty proud of it. So aside from that, I guess I'm really trying to find my element lately with how I like to present myself, like how content comes out, how I'm gonna edit, how I'm gonna show up. And the face cam was a really big part of it, thanks to Dana and the rest of my friends that really supported me to doing that and making it a thing. And also, well, thanks to you that are watching this video, for example. I don't know how my content is gonna look in the future when I come back to it, but it's just really nice to make these kind of videos and just think, oh, is this gonna age well? I feel like it will be a recurring theme with me. Talking about recurring themes, this game, just putting the footage here with no sound, Grand Chase is a very big recurring theme for me. Ever since I was a teenager getting out of school. I remember that I would play this a lot every single day, honestly. A few minutes minimum. And all day, on the worst days, or the days that I really didn't want to deal with the rest of things. And well, I think it's fine if people have that. I actually can respect it a lot. If they can, you know, deal with stuff afterwards. I feel like it's nice to have something to play your mind out. And the original version of this was this Weirdo PC game, and uh, back when it was just that I met a lot of people, even a bit of girlfriends through that, and I would say this game did help me shape a bit, like personality wise, because I was just not really sure of who I wanted to be and if I wanted to help someone or not, or how I wanted to help myself, what to do. It was all just a very big mush of I'm not sure. And the way I ended up coping with that wasn't really my like I'm not really gonna come out and say it was I'm like 100% proud of it, because a lot of it was avoiding and throwing my time at a video game to, you know, make it seem that things are not as bad. But also I ended up realizing a very important life lesson that, well, no matter what, humans have this thing where they want to be good at stuff they do. They want to know, they want to get places and be more. I feel like it's like, as far as human race goes, it's pretty unavoidable that people are gonna want that and get to that point. And the way this game made me realize that is that I was really satisfied to complete things with it. And like getting all the characters, getting everything for everyone, it was one really huge mess that I did and felt good about myself. And back then I had this illusion that I didn't really have a choice, you know? Like, I would believe and tell myself that, well, the things I did outside of school were choices of mine, but going to it and what I would do for the rest of my life wasn't really a choice. I was going through a lot of pressure back then, so I guess it kind of explains it, but it doesn't really begin to cover it. Because, well, throwing your problems at something else or someone else or another situation to make it seem like you're not the one at fault really isn't a nice way to go about anything. So what ended up happening was I played the game mostly by myself for 2 or 3 years, and the PC version of it just closed. And after that, I realized, well, I just used a lot of time for a big fucking mountain on nothing. And then I didn't really make the connection, but I did it because I was having fun. And even though it was important, I was mostly just running away from stuff. So what ended up happening after a while was that I started missing that. Because I didn't have the tape anymore. I didn't have the way out. And with that, it just ended up getting me frustrated. After that, I didn't realize right away. It took me a few years to see that I was just jumping from game to game and trying to see if things would get better. And I can say for sure that was really, really immature of me. But looking back, I can't say I regret it, but I can say that I should have dealt with that better. Like talking with people, dealing with stuff, and owning up to the fact that I really need help sometimes. You know, that talking with others about the stuff that goes on with you can help sometimes, and there's only so much we can do on our own. All the sort of stuff that people really say, like the cheesy lines from movies and stuff. And well, they do say it for a reason, but they never really say how you stop. Like you go from, well, I'm avoiding all this to, hey, I'm dealing with all this. And to me, that was the big question, you know, how I would change, how I would stop being a bad person to myself and to the others around me. And even now, I still realize sometimes that I'm like relapsing when I'm having a really, really bad week, or when my meds are just ruining me for that particular day. I hate the feeling of relapsing. I'm usually the guy that likes to have safety and to move forward with stuff. So whenever things aren't going that way, like, and by that I mean just going really, really bad on the opposite direction, it just gets me so concerned. I remember that back in the day, I would pretend that I was hiding it from people, like it would actually mean something to someone. And it was never that way. So this week I just remembered that, like the feeling and the progression, and now that I was just laying here, I felt like having a little bit part of me. Because I imagine that even for people that were with me back then, they would never have a clue that this was going with me and that I was just um, desperately trying to reach for an escape because I didn't know what to do with people. Yeah. I'm glad that I learned not only how to deal with it, but how to slowly but surely get people to my life. And even now that I'm having this community built and like just getting new friends and expanding, it just feels satisfying that I made it through finally. You know, it's a never explaining process, but I feel like today is one of those days that I can say that even though I'm not feeling particularly good, I did a lot of positive steps into changing how I think and how I feel. So that even the bad days don't hurt as much. Yeah, thank you guys for sharing this bit of piece of my heart, and I guess I'll talk with you guys later. So, bye bye.